and drinking is never a good idea. We've all done it, and we've all regretted it. The drunken texts you forgot you sent. Prospectors collected them in Texticated on Rock 107.
From Newcastle, Pennsylvania, area code 724. Also, I may or may not be wearing a cape right now. Hint, I am. From the 917, Brooklyn, New York. If you're the one that ate my brownies this morning, I only have two things to say to you. They had pot in them, and good luck on your interview. Area code 630, Aurora, Illinois. I don't know what kind of drugs you were on last night, but you kept trying to highlight my face because you said I was important.
You hit send, and we hit the floor laughing in Texticated on Rock 107.
From Long Island, New York, area code 516, my dog ran away and came back with a marijuana plant. What are you doing tonight? From the 626 in Pasadena, California, Waldo just asked us for directions. Even he doesn't know where he is. And from Birmingham, Alabama, area code 205, why are my keys in the refrigerator? Answer, also from 205, you said this is really going to confuse me tomorrow. Apparently drunk you plays pranks on hungover you. Answer from the original poster, this explains so much.
Proof that booze and cell phones don't mix in Texticated on Rock 107.
From Toronto, Canada, area code 647. You totally narrated your dog's thoughts for 2.5 hours last night, and I was enthralled. I didn't say one word. I just listened. Long Island, New York, area code 631. I'm so bored in class, I just made a pie graph of my favorite bars and a bar graph of my favorite pies. And from the 617 in Boston, Massachusetts, I'll be there in 5 minutes. If not, read this again.
Hey, we found him in your telephone in Texticated on Rock 107. Rock 107. Now it's time for Does Pennsylvania Have a Budget Yet?
Of course we don't.
This has been Does Pennsylvania Have a Budget Yet?
It's time for a little fun on the phones on Rock 107. Good morning, I'm Prospector. Last week, my sister-in-law was telling me she went to one of those paint and sip classes. You know what I mean? Where you go and you have some wine, you do a painting, and then you'll leave, and everybody gets like half liquored up, and they have a great time. She went out to the Poconos and did that. So I decided it would be awesome to call that place and ask for a refund because my painting didn't turn out good. It's another Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
Thank you.
Hi, yeah, my name's Rick. I came in last Wednesday and I took your class, the wine and painting class.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to get a refund for my session. I want to know how I can go about doing that.
So we don't normally issue refunds, but I wasn't working that Wednesday. If you can explain a little bit what happened.
Yes, I can. I go in and you guys are doing the Japanese cherry blossom painting, and I did that. I had a couple glasses of wine, and that was all fine. The paint dried. I took the painting home, put it right up in the family room, right over the fireplace, and then I get home last night, and it's missing.
Okay.
I said to my wife, what happened to the painting? And she said, well, some of my friends were over and they made some comments about it that weren't that flattering, so I didn't really feel confident having it up. I mean, she was nice about it, but she took it down, and obviously it doesn't look good enough to hang on the wall.
Well, Rick, I do apologize for all that, but it's not a cause for refund. That what you painted would be
right, but I'm under the impression that you teach us how to paint and painting, and it's something that becomes a piece of artwork. And if I hang it in my house, people shouldn't be making comments that embarrass my wife. If it doesn't turn out good, and it didn't turn out good, is that really my fault? Because I did what your instructor told me to do.
Actually, our instructors are there to only show you from A to Z how to bring up the paint and put it on the canvas, and they show you an example, and after that, that's whatever you put on the canvas.
But I understand, but shouldn't somebody at least be honest enough to say, hey, that's not really close to what the painting is, or at least say, you might want to try it again, or hey, you know what, here's another coupon to come in and try something different. You're really not good at this one.
That's not what it is.
So nobody's there to tell you the truth, like they you don't teach anything. They could put up any scribble you want, and you're off on your own?
Well, they show you how to do it. They give you a short
okay, well, you're not doing it if they don't say anything.
Well, you pay for the service if you do it or not.
Well, as part of that service, shouldn't there be the saying, yeah, that's good? No, that's not exactly it. Try again.
No, this isn't a painting class. This is a service where you come and...
it's not a painting class, then what's the instructor for? I mean, I came to learn to paint.
No, but you come to enjoy the evening with a glass of wine, your friends, and
well, it's not that enjoyable if what you put on the wall at home people are laughing at, right? I mean, that's humiliating.
Well, I'm sorry about that, sir, but that's not our fault. So it's a specific skill set that some people develop and some people don't. We're not here to judge.
Right. But you're here to judge somebody because that's how somebody learns, right? So, like, if you're teaching somebody something and they're horrible at it, like if you're teaching somebody to bake a cake and they're putting gravel in, you're not going to eat the cake, right?
But this isn't a painting class. This is a service for one to come and have fun with their friends.
And to learn to paint.
Whatever you put on the canvas is whatever you see.
Come on. I mean, what you're telling me is to put white here and a little brown here and do the back. Why are they telling me all that if it's just a free-for-all?
It's basically whatever you see is where you're going to put it. If you see a cherry blossom, you're going to paint a cherry blossom.
Well, I did what they told me, and if they tell you to do something, it should turn out a certain way. Don't you agree?
Well, no, not necessarily, because it's all in the eye of the beholder.
Really? So basically I can come in there, hand you money, and draw like a big white dot, and they'd be like, well, that's an awesome cherry blossom.
Well, that's what you came in for, a glass of wine and a cherry blossom.
No, I came in to learn how to paint, and I figured the wine was to loosen you up, bring out like the artist in you.
This isn't a painting class, sir. This is not a painting class. This is to have fun with your friends.
No, you know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is?
What is it?
It's a prank call that's being played on you right now. Yeah, you're on Rock 107 right now. It's a Prospector prank call. Aren't you wondering, like, how do I tell this guy he's just bad at painting?
I wanted to say, well, my kid can paint a cherry blossom.
Well, you're a good sport, man. Thank you for playing along with the Prospector prank call.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Prospector.
Good morning. I'm Kate. A survey finds that 26% of people in a relationship consider themselves polar opposites.
But what does opposite mean?
Especially in today's divisive times.
Find out with today's list of top 5 examples of polar opposites in 2025. Here we go. Number 5. She's, oh my God, Taylor Swift's getting married. He's, oh my God, Selena Gomez got married.
Top 5 examples of polar opposites in 2025. Number 4. He's a $1.50 Costco hot dog. She's a 99-cent Arizona iced tea.
Number 3. She's Yellowstone and he's Blue Bloods.
Top 5 examples of polar opposites in 2025. Number 2. She's Ozempic. He's meth.
And the number 1 example of polar opposites in 2025, she's Team Nicole, he's Team Keith. There you have it. Friday morning in Philly sports fans, they've got to be apoplectic today, man. The Birds dropped 2 in a row, and last night they lost to the Giants.
Yeesh.
Of all teams for the Philly Eagles to lose to, right? Then the Fightin' Phils, well, not so good. Good morning, it's Prospector Show on Rock 107. Kate, did you see any of the Phillies-Dodgers game at all last night?
I did not. I was dead to the world.
Oh, you missed it, man. Now, the game started 6-ish, and from all accounts, was a well-pitched, tight game. I don't know, because I watched the new Naked Gun movie on Paramount Plus.
And you liked it?
Yeah, I mean, it was very good in the first half of the movie. A lot of, like, typical Naked Gun, lots of layered jokes, puns, stupidity. It slowed down a little with that stuff towards the end, as there's a little more action sequences, but it was still a good movie all in all. There was 1 or 2 jokes in there that landed great. But when the movie ended, I said, I'm going to put on the game, see if it's over or what happened. And I caught it in the bottom of the 11th inning, just in time to see a baseball blunder.
First of all, 11th inning.
Yeah. Woo! Which goes back to the whole well-pitched tight game thing that people are saying about it, right? The Dodgers had the bases loaded, 2 outs, and Andy Paez hits a grounder right to Orion Kerkering. And here's what happened next.
No balls and a strike. Paez breaks his bat. Kerkering gotta find it. Throws to the plate. Oh my goodness! He throws it away, and the Dodgers win. And they are moving on to the NLCS in a most improbable finish. And your heart breaks for Orion Kerkering.
It does. I mean, Kerkering had a little trouble fielding the ball cleanly. And then he panicked. Instead of throwing the first base for the out, where the catcher was pointing, standing right in front of him. He threw to the catcher towards home plate. That would have been way too late anyway, and he threw it outside of the catcher.
I think
way outside.
Baseball errors can be so heartbreaking, and especially in this case, too, because we've just been watching the Phils so closely.
Yeah, and it's terrible. I mean, look, I'm not a fan of the Phillies, and I'm not a hater of the Phillies. They're just a team to me. I'm a Yankee fan, and my Yankees already out, and I knew they weren't getting past Toronto anyway. They make too many mistakes. They're not that good. But the Phillies, I thought, had a chance. You know what I mean? Like, I really did. And then to the Dodgers, losing it that way to the Dodgers, it was just,
it's rough.
It's just, reminiscent of Billy Buckner back in the 80s. It's so many sports fans from Philadelphia. Yeah, you don't want to be around them this morning.
The following rant may cause you to pull your hair out, scream at the radio, punch the dashboard. Complaints should be addressed to loudmouth yambag at rock107.com.
Hey, I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and here's what's got me jacked. Did you see the opinion piece in the USA Today this week that stated that airlines need to enforce a strict dress code? Yeah, the author postulates that if we dressed better, we'd act better. Apparently, he thinks if we dress up like we're attending the royal wedding, we'll magically behave like saints on their flying tin cans. What a load of crap. Are you kidding me? They're trying to act like it's the clothes that are causing all the chaos up in the sky. Last time I checked, it's the airlines themselves that are treating us like cattle, dehumanizing us at every turn in the name of profits and stock prices and security. Have you been on a flight lately? They pack you in those metal tubes like you're sardines. I mean, seriously, it's like they're playing a sick game of human Tetris. It's so cramped in there, you can practically taste the person's bad breath sitting 3 rows behind you. And now they want to tell you how to dress? Maybe you should focus on making the seats a little less like a medieval torture device before you tell me what I should wear. I mean, they're nickel and diming us for every little thing. Want to bring a carry-on? Whoa, that's an extra fee. Want a pillow? Hey, that's an extra fee, too. Want to use the bathroom? Well, that's free for now, but don't be surprised they start charging for that, too. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't started charging extra for oxygen on the plane yet. And let's talk about the culinary delights they offer us in the air. Remember when you got a meal on the flight? All right, me neither, but I saw it in movies. Now, you know what you get these days? A bag of pretzels, maybe a granola bar if you're lucky. And don't forget the tiny cup of water or soda they hand out like it's liquid gold. It's like they're mocking us. I think the airlines are missing the point here. It's not the lack of a dress code that's causing problems on their flights. It's the basic lack of decency and respect for us passengers. You can wear a tuxedo or a potato sack. It won't change that. I've seen people in suits act like complete jerks, and I've seen people in sweatpants be the nicest folks you're ever going to meet. They really want to improve the flying experience. How about they start by giving us a little more leg room? How about they serve a meal that's more than a tiny bag of stale cookies and a warm, flat soda? And while we're at it, what if they actually enforce the rules they already have? Like no reclining your seat during mealtime. I'm tired of having the table tray jammed into my chest when I'm trying to eat my pathetic excuse for a snack. So airlines, instead of worrying about what I wear, how about you focus on improving the overall flying experience? Treat us like human beings and not cattle or sardines, and maybe, just maybe, people will start behaving better on flights. Until then, I'll be over in seat 5B in my sweatpants fighting for every inch of legroom, snacking on those premium pretzels that taste like cardboard. Because when it comes to airlines and their dress codes, the only thing they're getting from me, a big middle finger in the air. I'm Prospector. I'm for the people. Who's with me? I gotta go crazy, man.
Ever see the crazy guy screaming at the wall outside the Times building?
Where does this rage come from, my son?
Tweet us with hashtag I found Prospector, and we'll come and get him. Prospector, mornings on Rock 107. Laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
Have you ever been driving and really needed to use the bathroom, so you stepped on the gas and started street racing? The Florida Highway Patrol spotted a Toyota Camry and a motorcycle stopped side by side at a traffic light at 3 in the morning on Sunday and started racing at speeds well over 100 miles per hour. The motorcycle hit more than 140 while the Camry was clocked at 124. Troopers stopped the Camry and the 24-year-old driver, David Stone, claimed he was speeding because he had to use the bathroom. Now, that was just a line. He passed multiple gas stations in a blur while racing. He was charged with driving without a license, excessive speed, and racing. Police are still looking for the driver of the motorcycle.
Nominee number 2.
Did you ever feel like the road's playing tricks on you? Picture this. It's about 9 at night. A woman picks up the phone while cruising on the highway. Her name is Kaysa Haywood, and she's convinced a tailgating vehicle is on her bumper. So she dials up the cops to report the suspicious behavior. The catch? She's got no clue where she is exactly, just that she's heading east. Dispatch keeps chatting with her on the line, and soon cops spot her. They stop her, and officers catch a whiff of fresh cannabis smoke, signs of impairment, and note some paranoid vibes. They took her to a hospital for a checkup, then hauled her to the police department for more tests, and bam, she got charged with operating a vehicle while impaired by drugs. Her ride gets impounded for 7 days, and her license yanked for 90.
Nominee number 3.
Imagine you're at the airport, dreaming of a smooth vacation drive, but behind the rental counter, one woman's side hustle is turning your rental into a rolling getaway vehicle. 28-year-old Hertz worker Jasmine Williams teamed up with 3 guys to swipe a dozen cars right from the lot, according to authorities. From March to August of this year, the crew allegedly used her insider know-how, think bogus paperwork and unlocked keys, to haul off everything from sedans to SUVs, totaling over $300,000 in losses for the company. Williams got nabbed last week on wire fraud and conspiracy charges. Her accomplices are still in the wind. Officials say she pocketed cash for her role. No word on trial dates yet.
Nominee number 4.
Talk about a brief mistake. Lasaine Whiteley allegedly stormed into a Dave's Hot Chicken restaurant in Missouri around midnight on October 4th, sporting a ski mask and armed with a pistol. According to the police, he barged into the manager's office, shoved a gun into the manager's side, and swiped a bank bag full of cash. After a struggle, Whitley then bolted, but not before surveillance cameras caught his every move and his flashy True Religion underwear. A witness description of those telltale undies led cops right to him somehow. Now Whitley's facing charges of first-degree robbery, armed criminal action, and receiving stolen property, and fourth-degree assault.
And the winner is
the man who was doing 124 miles per hour in his Toyota Camry because he needed to use the bathroom. Look, you were racing another vehicle and you got nabbed. You are the Yam Bag of the Week. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.